So this is Edit Your Best, and we are talking to Andrew Swan, and we're talking all sorts of online chat here. We just got done talking about Twitter chat from both the participant and the moderator side of the equation. So you can go back and take a listen or a look at that. Now what we want to do is we want to switch gears, and let's go into this Zoom, Hangouts, Meet, online video conferencing that all of us have had a whole lot more experience with than we've really wanted to in the last few months. But there are, I think, some things we could probably take away that make some better than others. So that's where we're going, Andrew. Let's talk about video conferencing in specific among professionals, not so much among kids because that's a different set of rules. That's a different set of things. But among professionals, give us some good information about making a video conference meaningful, engaging, some criteria, some good habits. So what do you got for us first?
Yeah, so I mean, I think like one thing original is just kind of like for Twitter chats or for really any conversations, just making people aware of here's how it's going to go. So again, I've been in different kinds of Zoom things like this. Sometimes most people are supposed to have their video off, and you only know if people tell you, or being muted. How many times have you heard the crying baby or the scary ringtone on someone's phone or something like that?
Yes,
and that's only been my fault once. Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to rip your headphones off going, "Gah! Yes, shut that kid up." Yes, and that's probably not the most ideal thing, but we spend a lot of time in this format that you and I are in right now, way more than we ever thought we'd want to, and it's not near as cool as Back to the Future 2 made it out to be.
No, right? Yeah, it's very disappointing.
Like if I were talking to Flea, I'd be cool. But instead you're stuck talking to me.
Yeah, I know. I'm stuck talking to you.
So I like where you come out of the gate with is let's get those expectations out in front. So in Twitter we say, okay, hey, we're going to use a Q1A1 format. Make sure you use the hashtag. There's things certain to that platform that are necessary for that communication to take place. What are some really quality video conferencing expectations or rules that you and I can come up with here?
Yeah, I mean, I think another one is just reminding people about the chat window, to put things there. And again, depending on the settings that you have, I know for my students, I have it set up so like they can only privately chat to me, or maybe they can do it to everyone. They can't to each other, but I've been involved in somewhere you can chat with whomever. And then you've got like a whole separate kind of thing going on and not paying attention. It's like passing notes in class and so forth.
That's it. Yes.
Teachers are the worst students. Okay. Let's face it.
And to that point, with students, yes, we want to encourage some of that, but really we kind of keep everybody on the same straight narrow path. With professionals, it is not unreasonable to have some of the breakout rooms like you see down at the bottom on the Zoom screen right here. Sending people off into breakout rooms is kind of okay. There was a gentleman that's a friend of mine and a teacher. He was on a 5-hour training on Zoom, and their breakout components were integral to the experience because being in mass group of 150 for 5 hours, that's awful. Yep. But breaking out into a group of 5 or 8 here from time to time and talking, that made it way more meaningful. So in that case, that's something we can handle as professionals. That to work with students to do is more challenging.
But I'll just go back. Like you do have to set those expectations. So actually, earlier today, I was actually in a webinar thing, and I didn't get those expectations. So I was actually trying to do it while on an exercise bike. I'm like, I can multitask. I can pedaling and the thing. And then suddenly they say, okay, we're going to put you into breakout rooms in a moment. Like, oh, geez, I'm all sweaty and everything. So I have to get off that and change to another platform and so on before they throw me into a room with some strangers. So that's why that was first in my mind is I would have liked that expectation a bit earlier that in 15 minutes we're going to do blah rather than me having to scramble and look like a.
Yes. So wondering why you happen to be in the sauna while on a breakout Zoom session. So knowing whether there's going to be a breakout component, knowing what's in the chat, or even having a couple of those Twitter style questions prepped to go in chat if you're moderating on a video conference. Really good thing to have available. Additionally, some general standard video conferencing: mute your microphone unless you're speaking. Okay, just do it, people. This is going to be the meme. Okay.
Yep.
Also, you'll notice that you're wearing headphones there. I'm wearing headphones. Folks, they're like $1. Okay. Headphones, especially ones with like little microphones, are like $2. Okay.
And it has to be the corded one. Bluetooth does not do it. There's something. It's the physical connection is what makes it sound better, not that tinny kind of look. I mean, sure, you may think you look better otherwise, and maybe you do, but you don't sound better. And
exactly,
that's the vanity I had to get over a while ago. So
well, and you're absolutely right, because it's just like real estate. The microphone is right here on this little set of corded headphones, because it is all about location. If you have a mic set up like this, you don't have to have something like this. That's kind of silly sometimes. But location of the microphone, if it's stuck all the way up here on your ear in your AirPods, even though it was expensive, it's not as good as location. So that's a key thing. So get that microphone muted unless you're speaking. Make sure you're using some headphones so that you don't get that feedback loop going through. You don't have to have fancy equipment to do it. Keep an eye on the chat and make sure that's prepared. Okay. Now, let's kind of talk about, you mentioned appearance. Diner rules: shoes, shirt, service. Okay. Now we're not going to ask if you have actual shoes on, but be generally prepared as if you were going to go get your mail at the mailbox. Okay. Anybody that you would make feel uncomfortable in that outfit at the mailbox is going to feel uncomfortable on video chat. And whatever's behind you. This is one of my favorites, by the way. Hold that thought.
Oh no. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna look horrible.
Witness protection plan, not a great look. Okay. Anything that looks like you're on Dateline or will be soon is a bad look. Okay. So never have the light at your back.
So just to be clear, folks, if you're able to watch the video, this is a green screen thing. I'm using a background. That's why I don't have that effect here. I'm pretending that I'm in my classroom because I miss it so much. But I'm actually in a basement.
And for me, here's what I've done. So for during the day stuff, I actually put a little LED light across the front, so I'm front lit. Just a couple little things to do. But at minimum, pull the blinds behind you. Keep it where people can see you. Otherwise, it's just weird talking to the Valentine's Day silhouette of Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. It's just not good. So a couple things like that.